Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's Pick a Card reading. We're going to ask Spirit, what is your next relationship? Hi, everyone. My name is Kathy Mamolen. I'm a psychic medium and intuitive life coach. We're going to see what your next relationship is. We're going to see if it's new love, if it's a reconciliation, or whatever Spirit has for you. So let's get started. Group A is the Night Goddess Tarot. Group B is going to be the Elemental Wisdom Tarot, and Group C is the Star Tarot. If you picked Group A, this reading is for you. We're going to ask Spirit today, what is your next relationship? We want to know if new love is coming, who they are, anything about them, or if we have a reconciliation, someone's missing me, soulmates in separation. So let's see where this goes. All right. Spirit, if you can please share with me, is new love coming? Let's get some tarot cards on. Let's get some cards on this table. For those of you that are new to my channel, please welcome. My name is Kathy, and I am a psychic medium. I will be channeling messages today. I do all live shuffles for all of my readings, so please bear with me. Spirit, I am asking that you guide me now for anyone that is listening, their next connection, their next relationship, please, Spirit. Their next relationship. Deep love reading, please, Spirit. I have search. I have share. I have roar. One more, please, Spirit. And I have launch. Okay, let's see what the cards are saying. Five of Swords. Queen of Swords. Queen of Wands. Search. This is coming into me as I've been looking all over for you. I love this little clock on her waist. See the little clock? It's a sense of just in time, in a matter of time, I'm coming. Okay, I'm on my way to you is how I feel. I feel like I have to stop battling. You know, my Five of Swords is all about a battle. You know, she's picking up the swords off the battlefield and she's heading home. So maybe we're coming out of a relationship that was very hurtful and painful. And I don't want to battle anymore. I don't want to struggle anymore. I don't want to have this drama and this craziness in my life anymore. So I am searching for somebody new, and I feel like this person is searching for you also. How sweet. And I have a Queen of Wands. So I have this energy coming into me that all my passions are going to be fulfilled. You know, I'm charging ahead, that lion's jumping out at me. This sense of I'm in control of my own kingdom, you know, is coming into me. That I have all this energy coming towards me. Beautiful. An Eight of Swords. Three of Pentacles. I have share. This is coming into me as somebody reaching out to you, writing to you, okay, texting to you, emailing you, some kind of a message. And it's almost a sense of I'm going to hear from you soon. I'm going to put it in writing is how it's coming into me. So it's probably a text message that you're going to hear from this person. So I do feel like you have this sense of you feel trapped. You know, you feel like you're putting in all kinds of time and energy into, I don't know, trying to move forward, trying to get yourself out of this rut is how it's coming into me. But you are doing the work and you will be rewarded, okay? You're going to be able to release yourself from these feelings of, you know, am I ever going to find somebody? And yes, the answer is yes. I have a Four of Swords. Four Swords. Queen of Cups. Roar. You know, this is an old-fashioned door handle. Okay, when you walk up to a door, and you knock on it, you lift this lever and you knock, right? And so it's a sense of I'm here, is how it just came into me. I'm here. The soul that's trying to find you is here, is how it just came into me. It's like walk through that door. All right. Spirit has you resting and waiting. Okay. They have you recovering from whatever happened over here. So they've had you waiting. You know, this feels like you were left out in the cold. I feel lonely. I feel sad. I feel like you know, I've been waiting patiently. And it's almost this sense of knock on that door. That door is going to open at any moment, is how it's coming into me. And you're going to be this beautiful, elegant queen. Queen of Cups, fulfilled emotionally, meeting your swan, you know, meeting your partner is how that just came into me. The partner is, it's almost a sense of he's kind of gliding into your life, is how I love this energy. Launch, 10 of Pentacles, lots of abundance coming, beautiful. 9 of Pentacles. This relationship is ready to take off with that hot air balloon launching. Okay, this relationship is ready to. This is your next relationship. It's ready to launch. You know, this person's going to be he's searching for you. It's like open the door. I'm here. Hello, and I'm going to hear from this person at any moment. And this incredible sense of abundance is coming into me now. Pentacles are about materialistic, you know, the materialistic world, but it could also be a happy home, a happy family, okay, that we feel secure, the sense of security with a roof over my head, sharing a life with somebody, sharing the burden of everyday bills with somebody. So this energy is on its way. Not that you need anybody to take care of you, okay, but it's a sense of, you know what, when we're in it together, we do better together, is how it's coming into me. How beautiful. All right, let's see if we can get some feelings about this person. Let's see. All right, we want to know, what is this person thinking and feeling, Spirit? Who is this person? Longing. You are pining for someone who may not be available to you right now. Yeah, that's more this feeling of I'm searching for you. I'm waiting for you. I don't think you're searching for somebody that's trying to come back into your life. I feel like you're just waiting for this new person to come in. It's this energy of, I just want to know who the new person is. And Spirit's saying it is coming. Okay, but distance. You and your partner may spend some time apart or be emotionally unavailable. There is a distance between you because he hasn't come into your life yet. So there's this sense of, I know you're out there, but how long is it going to take is how it's coming in. That's okay. Release. It's time to let go of the past relationship so you can welcome in the new relationship. All right. So we need to not only, you know, acknowledge the distance between us and this energy coming at us, but we also have to put distance behind us. The further we get away from that other relationship, the more secure we're going to feel, right? I love that. Heart storm. Yeah, we need to release the pain. We need to release the pain. That, you know, and this new relationship may have some pain also. So that could be something that maybe they're trying to heal right now. And that's why their energy hasn't come forward. So that would be a good thing. Realization. That always comes into me as the sense of, I just know when I see you that I want to be with you. You know, just this immediate sense of, you know, the lights go, you know, the lights flash, the lights flicker. I feel like, you know, a light bulb went off, right? That, you know, you're the one. So that's how I feel like they're going to know when they meet you. I'm filled with lots of integrity. You know, you feel proud of yourself. You feel secure. I will tell you that. I do feel like you're secure. I do feel like you're ready to bring this love into you. So they're going to feel that as well. Lover in the night. Yeah, that is coming into me is being careful with somebody coming into your life that just wants to spend a night or two with you. And we want the next lover to be permanent. You know, we want the real deal, right? We want somebody who's going to be with us for a long time. We want our true love. There it is. Roses are red, true love. So we're going to eliminate any energy that comes our way that is somebody that just wants to be with us, you know, casually. We want to hold out for the true love. We are going round and round. We don't want to go round and round, Spirit. We don't want to go round and round. Let me get some clarification on that one. Yeah, up in the air. Almost this sense of, you know, you may feel this lover who comes into your life temporarily, that, you know, you may think that they're the real deal. And I guess that, you know, we want to ask Spirit to release that, you know, let those balloons go and release that energy of that we don't waste our time, that we don't end up going round and round in circles with somebody who is not going to be there for us. All right. So Spirit, we want to know who is coming. Can you give me some characteristics of who is coming? Queen of Swords, someone that is very independent, somebody that thinks clearly, they're saying. Okay, that's good. A good head on their shoulder. Somebody who is has a good sense of judgment, you know, has a good sense of what's fair, what's not fair. They're saying honest also as that queen. They have a good sense of, you know, that they don't break the rules is what they're saying with that queen. That they think very logically, so they're not like a big rule breaker. That's okay. This person's going to come into your life very quickly. They may be a Cancer. They're going to be very determined. All right. So my Chariot is very determined. They're driven by their willpower. They want to bring you into their world. All right. They're going to be launching this energy. It's almost like this light bulb goes off in their mind. Like, you know, I've been waiting for you. I've been searching for you. You're my true love. Two of Cups. This is somebody who wants a relationship. Thank you, Spirit. This is somebody who would want a marriage, a commitment in the future. So this is somebody who, when they meet you, they feel like they've met their match. They feel like they have, you know, they're finally with somebody that would be their equal. Two of Wands. They're ready to start the new journey. Okay. They may have had some healing to do with that heart earlier, that heart storm. And, you know, they're moving in the direction of, I want to move on with my life. I want to bring in this new energy in my life. And then lo and behold, you come into their life and there's the decision. It's like, there's no decision. It's crystal clear to them that they want to be with you. So I think that once you come into their energy, whatever is going on in their past, they're going to release that and just be able to move on. They're going to come into your life very quickly. My 8 of Wands is fast moving, coming towards me. That messaging, they're saying rapid messaging, like rapid chatting, lots of chatting back and forth rapidly, you know, like no sooner do you send a reply, 2 seconds later he responds. So there's no delay, they're saying. He's not going to miss an opportunity to miss his turn, so to speak. Like, it's my turn to reply. He's not going to delay. He's not going to keep you waiting. So that is nice to know. We like those kind of guys. 10 of Wands. He is a hard worker. He may have a lot on his shoulders. He may have some other responsibilities in his life. They're saying that he is trying to build a business. That's nice. Almost the sense of if he has like a contracting business or construction business, because I feel like I'm literally carrying things. You know, like I feel like I literally am carrying things. So he may be owned like a construction company. That might be nice. Judgment. My judgment is a sense of rebirth and inner calling. So it is the sense of, you know, when he sees you, you know, he's starting over. I do feel that way. I do feel like he has walked away from another relationship. He maybe was struggling with that, but he is ready to start over with you. That's good. Two of Swords. Now, my Two of Swords is this sense of I can drop my swords and take off my mask at any time, and I can move forward. So you know, the Two of Wands and the Two of Swords, you know, energy is both saying the same thing to me in different ways. Like, I'm going to let down my guard and I'm going to be open. The other one's like, I'm going to follow my passion. I'm going to follow the right path. So, so both are saying to me that this person is 100% ready to move on with his life. He's not attached to anybody. He's not thinking about anybody, and he really wants to just move forward with this energy. So let's see if they'll share with me who he is. I felt that builder feeling. I felt a builder feeling. I felt a yeah, some kind of contractor is how it's coming into me. Prince Charming. Hunter, choice, seducer, very connected to this person, very connected to this person intimately. I feel like he comes into my energy and I'm just like head over heels. They just said head over heels. Forever after, lasting love, keeping the romance alive. Life partner. That's nice. Teamwork. So this is somebody that you just know is going to be in your life forever. You know, just this feeling of, I finally have met the person that I'm meant to be with. There we go. Eye candy. I do feel like he's built. I do feel like he's built. It could be because he works out, but I did get that feeling of he's some kind of contractor, works with his hands, builds things. And with that could be that, you know, he's just has, you know, he's built up his muscles, you know, he's just kind of, his physique is that energy. So he is eye candy. That's cute. Let's see what Spirit says about him. Let's see what we like about him. He's trustworthy. Yeah, he had some heartache. He was hurt. He does not want to go down that path again. So he is going to be truthful to you. He's going to be trustworthy to you. You know, either something happened in that last relationship. Maybe he was cheated on. So maybe now he has that really, you know, I hate cheaters, you know, and that may come out of the woodwork. He's extroverted. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I do feel that sense of, you know, his energy is very strong to me. His energy is very, he has a presence about him, you know, like he fills space, you know, it's, he has a big presence about him. He has a big presence about him. He's a strong man, strong energy, very knowledgeable in what he does. He loves to share information with people. He loves to help other people solve solutions, they just said. That's nice. He's very approachable. Yeah, it's almost the sense of he loves what he does. He shares what he does. He's willing to teach other people. He's willing to help people solve problems. He's willing to. So I think it's this energy of like you like to watch him. You like to watch him. You like to listen to him. And you just are kind of always impressed with him. Like, wow, I can't believe how much he knows. And he's so helpful to everybody else, whether it's his customers, his clients, or, other people that even do the same thing he does, that he'd be, he's just friends with everybody is the energy I'm getting. Very friendly, very helpful. And everybody kind of just likes him. He's just a good guy. I gotta tell you, I love this energy. You matter. You are going to come first. I love that sense of he is not going to drop the ball, they just said. When he starts to communicate with you, he's not going to drop the ball. He is going to make sure he responds right away because he wants you to know that he's very interested in you. That I love. All right, so I have a 3. I think we should see other people. Now that is coming into me as, believe it or not, I think that's you. I think that's you. I think in the beginning, you're afraid to commit to just one person. I think he really wants to be with you. And I think you put up a flag. I think you're like, you know what? I'm not sure if I want to be exclusive yet. And you're still open to dating other people. I think it's going to go away very quickly, but I think that's your energy. I think you are not ready to commit to, for whatever reason. Maybe this guy comes on too strong and you're like, I still want to see other people. I'm not ready to be exclusive. And he's saying, my life started when I met you. I 2 of Cups. He's not going to give up. He's not going to give up. Even if you push him away a little bit, he's going to see it as a challenge and he's going to want to be with you. Yeah, I'm not, you're maybe being more selfish, like you're setting boundaries. You're kind of saying, I don't know, I'm not sure. And you want to make sure you're 100% sure. So you don't commit right away is how I feel. It's my Lover's card. My Lover's card. You're meant to be together. Okay. You're very intimate. He's very attractive. He's very physical. So your physical relationship is probably going to be amazing. This is you. I think we should slow down. He is very much into you. And you're like, I don't know. I don't know. What about me? I'm not sure. I might want to see other people. And even I think we need to slow this down. Okay. So you may be afraid that you're falling in love with him very, very quickly. Okay. So that's okay. That's okay. These things happen. Let's see let's see if we can get some initials. Let's get some clues. Let's see if we can get some initials, some charms, and see if we can get some clues. Let's see. Who's our next relationship, Spirit? Who's our next relationship? Okay, so I have a number 8. Number 11, I do have a wedding ring. I have a little baby wedding ring, little engagement ring. So this person may be somebody that you actually end up with. And that may be a joke between you guys that you pushed him away. He may say, you pushed me away. There's an L and an R. I don't know if you can see those. I have the letter R. I like letter R. And a letter L. He treats you like Cinderella. He does. He's got a little castle, and a little slipper. He does treat you like Cinderella. I do have a number 6 also, so we'll grab that. What else am I feeling? What's this guy? This is a bat. Is that a bat or a scorpion? It might be a scorpion. He might be a Scorpio. He might be a Scorpio for a sign. A little bunny, Little turtle. This is you taking it slow. There's my turtle. This is you taking it slow. Okay. So, I got to tell you, I don't know why you're hesitant, but maybe his energy's very close. Maybe it's maybe his energy comes into you very quickly, and it's like very intense sexually initially, and you're like, you know what, this is way too much for me. You need to slow down. You need to slow down, and that's okay, because I think ultimately you're going to end up with this person. Let's see what else they say. I have 222 on the clock while I'm recording this. Angel number. Fate. This is a destined partnership. Yeah. You may get overwhelmed by him very quickly. He's going to be a very strong energy. He's very masculine energy, okay, and very physical. So you may get very overwhelmed by it and push him away initially. Balance. One person is giving too much in this relationship. All right. He's going to give a lot in the beginning. He's going to try to be wooing you over. He has his eyes set on you. All right. And you may be pushing him aside. I know you're thinking, no way. Leap of faith. Take a leap of faith with this guy. Okay. It's safe to make the move you're considering. Take a leap of faith with this guy. All right. Don't be afraid to fall in love. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of good energy. Don't be afraid of intense energy. All right. There's nothing to be afraid of. So I'm going to say that you have a new love coming. I think he's a builder. I think he's a builder of some kind. And I think he's going to be really, really into you. So we are going to ask Spirit to bring this energy into you. I want to thank Spirit for this reading. If you picked Group B, this reading is for you. We're asking Spirit today, who is our next relationship? We want to know if somebody new is coming or if we have a reconciliation, maybe a soulmate in separation coming back into our lives. So let's see where the cards take us and what Spirit has for you today. All right, so Group B, this is the Elemental Wisdom Tarot that we will be using today. Okay, so let's get some cards. Let's see what they say. Let's see where we're going. Spirit, if you can please share with me. I have exploration, the wombat. I have a sloth with wisdom. I have a flamingo with community. And I have a dragonfly with imagination. That's pretty. All right, let's see what our tarot cards say with this next relationship coming into me. Spirit, if you can please share with me my next relationship. Who is coming? Anything you want to share with me in this reading? I have a 4 coins, 4 pentacles. And I have a magician. Okay. Exploration. All right. That's coming into me as just getting to know somebody and opening up a new door. Okay. Like this person came into my life and it's kind of like, I want to know everything about you is how that came in very quickly. 4 coins. My 4 pentacles is always about kind of guarding my money, making sure that I have enough money, being concerned about money. So this person may be just starting out in their financial journey. Maybe they're just getting out of school. Maybe they are still in school. Maybe they're trying to get their arms around their career, starting over, something like that, building up their empire. So right out of the gate, you may notice about them that they have financial concerns, okay, that they're just kind of hesitant about either sharing their wealth, sharing their what's going on with them, something like that. But they have incredible potential as a magician, and I think that's what you're attracted to. So you're like, you know what? He doesn't have everything that he or she doesn't have everything that they need have right now or want right now, but they have great potential. You know, once they're out of school, they're going to be making a whole bunch of money based on what they're going to school for. Or they're very ambitious. They're very hardworking. You can see it in them that they're going to be successful no matter what. So you can see that they have the ability to make their finances change. Okay. I have the Six of Wands. Beautiful. Very successful in a Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful. So here's the wisdom. They may be very smart. This person may be very smart. Okay. They have a sloth, which is this tendency to go slow, right? But it's coming into me as he may go slow and steady because he's gathering the information and he is learning every step of the way. He is absolutely learning. He's very smart. He's very intelligent. And he's going to be very successful. My Six of Wands. He's very passionate about what he's doing. It's almost like he has a long journey. I feel like this is a very accomplished Six of Wands. So this person may have had a long, they're saying medical school is, you know, so this person may be somebody that is just now finishing medical school, completing medical school, heading into things like an internship or is on its way to medical school, but very successful, ultimately very successful and very passionate about what they're doing. But they have to go slow and steady for a long time is how I feel with that sloth. I have a Wheel of Fortune. I feel very fortunate that I met this person. I feel like it's fate. I feel that I feel very lucky this person has come into my life. I you know, for lack of better terms, I feel like he's a catch. And you know, I just feel lucky that, you know, he's come into my life. I love that. Queen of Cups. Yeah, emotionally secure. I love this. Seven of Pentacles. We're planting seeds. I love it. Okay, so the sense of coming together. This is this, I feel this, I don't know, maybe overextended groups of friends, something like that. You know, like we have lots of friends. Our friends all knew each other, but we weren't together, you know, and then somehow we met each other. And now all of our friends are together, you know, and we're together now. So I do feel this overwhelming abundance. My emotional abundance is starting to feel very secure, and the energy around my finances and his finances are starting to grow. So right out of the gate, it's this sense of I feel emotionally secure. Even if he doesn't have everything that he needs, I can feel all the time it's getting better. I can feel all the time that it's going to be fine in the end, you know, like I can see our future. Five of Coins. We may, you know, maybe struggling now is my Five of Coins, but it's always going to get better. Yeah. And Five of Wands in reverse. So he is very imaginative. I love this. He's a dragonfly. Yeah, I got to tell you, he's putting a lot of energy into his success. It's almost like I have to put out fires is how it's coming into me. You know, so he may have, again, if he's in school or a long journey of some kind, he may have some financial disappointments. He may be battling something, but he does put out the fires. It's the sense of I will weather the storm. I'll get loans. I'll work a part-time job. I'm going to get myself through school. I'm going to get myself a good job. So I'm not concerned about him. I'm really not. I feel bad that he has to go through this. I feel kind of like, oh, this poor guy's got to work, you know, super hard just to, get through this. He has something big on his plate, and I'm convinced it's an education. So for somebody who you're looking for to be with somebody, I think you have to either stick with him through this education, or some kind of journey. I mean, maybe he owns a business and he's building a business. It could be that kind of thing. And you have to weather the storms of, knowing and trusting that he's very smart, he's very wise, and he can make it happen. And he does have tremendous potential. Did I just say potential? Did I just say potential? He has tremendous potential. Okay, so that is what I love about him. All right, so this next relationship is very successful. I love this. He wants to marry you. This is somebody that wants a commitment. Okay, he's all in. I got to tell you, this guy's energy is, he may be an overachiever. He's one of those types of people that he's successful in every area of his life. All right, he's successful with his career. He's successful in his relationships. He exercises. He takes care of himself. He saves money. I just feel like across the board consistently, he's successful in every area of his life. So this is a good catch. Look at what the cat dragged in. Return and apologies. The apologies is coming into me as he would do anything to make you happy. That's how that's coming into me. Like, he just wants this to be successful. He just wants this to be a long-term relationship. So he would do anything to make you happy. If you're not happy, he's going to say, why are you not happy? And how can I make it? Yeah, here's a proposal. How can I make it happy? Because in the long run, I want to be with you. In the long run, I want to be with you, and I'm working really hard at my own dreams. You are now part of my dreams. You have come into my life. How beautiful. Something's going on in the winter. Of all these hearts. Maybe by the winter, maybe it's Spirit's way of saying by the winter we know we're in a committed relationship. Something like that. Maybe we'll meet, soon, and by the winter time we're definitely in a committed relationship. He's thinking long term. He's thinking a baby. He's thinking a family. He wants an engagement, get married. Thank you, Spirit. Beautiful cards. Fantasy. He fantasizes about you. That's okay. He fantasizes about you when he's not with you. So that's okay. We like that. Lip service. All right. That came into me as he's not going to talk to you. He's not lying to you is how it's coming into me. All right. Everything that's coming out of his mouth is something that is true and something that you can respect, is how that just came into me. So that is very nice. We like that, Spirit. Thank you. All right, let's go into these little guys. Let's see what these little pocket tarot cards say. Wow, they're jumping out all over me. Very slippery. Okay, 10 of Pentacles. Prosperous, financial security. Long-term success and family. That is exactly who this guy is. He's a 10 of Pentacles. All right. He's in it for the long run, a family. He may be paying his dues now. He may be having to finish his education or build his business now, or starting out in some kind of career where he has to kind of build it up. But he is going to be very successful. 10 of Cups. Lots of love, joy, divine love, blissful relationship. This is my happy family. That is my 10 of Cups. This is my happy family. Children, the works. Gorgeous. 10 of Swords. I have a 10 of Swords in reverse. So I have what is this? They say painful endings, no traumatic wounds. No wound, if he had any wounds from the past, he's moved on. He's not somebody that wallows in the past and past hurt, something like that. So we don't have to worry about a weird ex coming in either. That's nice. Temperance. He's very balanced, self-control, moderation. Absolutely. This guy's successful in all areas of his life. His emotional stability is going to be, normal. We're not dealing with somebody that can't handle stress or has anger issues. We don't have anything like that. This guy's going to be emotionally balanced. I mean, it sounds too good to be true, to tell you the truth. The Hierophant, humility. The Hierophant is connecting into his higher power, connecting into, maybe he might not refer to it as spirit but he may refer to it as, you know what, I just trust the universe. I just trust that, I believe that there's a God, but he might not talk about God all the time. So he does have some guidance. I do feel like you probably have the same spiritual background. So that is important. Here's the Magician again. So I have two magicians. Yeah. A master, great potential. That great potential keeps coming out at me. This guy has incredible potential for his future and for yours. He's going to create a life for you guys. So it's somebody that it's somebody that you're going to believe in, is how it's coming into me. All right. Knight of Wands. Energetic action, passionate action, inspired, adventure. Yeah, my Knight of Wands is very passionate, okay? Going to come towards me, going to come into my life with energy, all right? Going to inspire me, going to motivate me, all of those types of things. So this guy is something else. This guy's nice. We like this guy. Let's see what else they say. Let's see what else they say. He's experienced. All right. So, he's somebody that you can talk to. He's somebody that you can, that listens, is how it feels. He's emotionally available. How beautiful. Yeah. We want that guy. We want that guy. Like I said, he's very balanced. He's very balanced. I have friendly. We like friendly. That's the sense of he's very, social is what they just said. You go somewhere, you go out to dinner, and he's very, very friendly. He talks to people. He says hello to people. He, doesn't have full-blown conversations with people, but he certainly is polite and connects with people. And you just enjoy watching him and listening to him. You're very grateful that he came into your life. He's very grateful that he's found you. We're both filled with love. I love that. Thank you, Spirit. So this energy is gorgeous. This guy's a catch. I got to tell you, this guy is a catch. He's also very intuitive. It's almost the sense of when I first saw you, I just knew. So you guys connect, and he's very kind. Kind is my favorite feeling. A kind man is somebody that, I don't know, somebody that, we just know we can be with for a long time. They're just filled with kindness. They're somebody that we know we can live with, right? All right, let's see what they say. Let's see what else they say. No idea what that is. All right, let's see. I got two letter O's. That looks like two O's. I have a yin and yang, so we feel like we're, a perfect match with that. I do have the number 50. It could be 50 days. I don't think he's 50 years old, but I have the letter R. What's this? This is a unicorn. That's like a magical unicorn. All right. I do feel like he's going to call you. And that's coming into me as in a very short period of time. So you may hear from this person very soon. This is a bunny, but it's coming into me as many children. So if you're going to have children, if you want to have children, you may have a couple of children, with this person. Lots of energy around this person. I do love that. Now this spider, I don't know. Yeah. Other than you getting caught in his web, you know, that kind of feeling. But I don't know what these guys are. They're just little colored things. I don't know. There's this bucket has all kinds of stuff. This is like a funny man face. So that's telling me he has a sense of humor. It's like a court jester. So that tells me he has a sense of humor. But I think that you know, I think the biggest thing about this person is that he really has potential. You know, he's somebody that you see the potential in him. You know, you just immediately believe in him. He's hardworking. He's more than halfway there at whatever goal had set his mind to, and you can see that he's not going to give up on his goal. Okay, so this guy's nice. Let's see what he feels about you, because I like this guy. I like this guy. This guy's going to be successful no matter what he's doing, right? Whether he's building a business or he's becoming a doctor. Part of me really feels he's in a long-term education. That's really, I got to say, for some of you, you may be, you know, starting a relationship with somebody who's in medical school, something like that. You are the one I've been looking for my whole life. Yeah, he's going to fall in love with you. You're it. It's almost, this is the kind of energy that once you see each other and meet each other, there's no going back and forth. There's no games. There's no I'm not sures. It is, we fall in love. We connect. From the moment that we see each other, we don't want to be with anybody else. So this is the kind of energy. This is a twin flame energy. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see. These cards are so slippery. I need to own up where I fell short in this relationship. Maybe he's going to, you know, maybe initially he's going to, I don't know, not quite drop the ball, but maybe he's so busy with his studies or building his career that he realizes he's got to put more time into you. All right. So maybe there's some kind of things in the beginning where he's like, you know what, I better put time into her or I'm going to lose her. So please forgive me. And then he'll figure it out. Yeah. Please don't hate me for ghosting you. You didn't deserve it. Almost a sense of in the beginning that there may be a conflict with, I'm not hearing from you. I'm not seeing you enough. And he's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I've been studying. I've been busy, you know, and then all of a sudden he realizes like, you know what, I better make her a priority in my life and fit her into my schedule. So there may be some kind of episodes that happen like that. Sometimes I think you can be a little controlling and that pushes me away. You may feel like he's so secure with himself that you may feel like he's a little too much. I will say that. That's okay. I think he's going to calm down. I think he's going to calm down. All right. Let's see what they have for my let's see what else they're feeling. Yeah, I think he's going to calm down. I think initially he has a hard time with fitting you into his schedule because he's very busy and he's very ambitious. So there may be some conflicts there where you're really excited to be with each other. You both want to be with each other. And then we have this kind of energy that says, you know, like, I just don't have the time that you want me to have for you. So there's the apology. You can expect the apology you want to hear. So we may be going back and forth with some of that energy initially, and just until we figure out, because this person's trying to achieve their goals. Self-care. Clear your energy fields and focus on yourself. Okay, so always focusing on yourself in any relationship to make everything healthy, right? There we go. Put away the computer, working less to help strengthen this relationship. That's what's going to happen. This apology is going to be that he has to work, he has to study, and you're going to feel like, you know, you're putting me on the back burner and I don't want to be second, especially in the beginning of a relationship when you just want to spend all kinds of time together. But this kind of success, that's what it's going to take, unfortunately. All right. Interference. An external party is intruding on this relationship. That's coming into me as family. That's coming into me as family. He may have a very dominating family. He may have a dominating mother, something like that, that, you know, thinks that he's spending too much time with his new girlfriend. You know, it could be as simple as that, okay? Denial. Detach with love to clearly see the truth. Just making sure that you know that this is somebody you want to spend time with and spend your life with, because you are probably getting yourself into a situation with a workaholic and somebody who, to be in the league that he needs to be in or wants to be in, he is going to have to put in a lot of time, and you're going to have to make a decision. Okay, it's time to decide about this relationship. You may have to make a decision about, if I want to be with this person, I have to let him do this work. If I want to be with this person, he has to work X number of hours a day. Okay, and then he will give me whatever free time is coming. But I think this person's going to love you very much. I do. I think this person's going to love you very, very much. Let's do a couple of hearts. And that's not a abnormal thing to go through with people, is the sense of figuring out how to combine your time, right? Figuring out how to share your time. You know, when you didn't have to share your time with somebody before and you could do whatever you want, you know, you had all the time in the world. Now all of a sudden somebody's demanding of you. Okay, so forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events. Your life is too precious to wait. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Think about the future. Don't worry about anything, or don't compare it to anything that you had in the past, because this relationship is going to be different than anyone else. Power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. So you do have the power. You do have a decision. Okay, this is going to be a decision that you need to make. If you want this kind of a powerful man or woman in your life, there's going to be pros and cons to that kind of an individual. Okay, there's there's only so many hours in a day. So if you want to be with somebody that's a doctor, you may have to make a decision that, you know what, I have to see him when he's available, not when I'm available. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. Beautiful. So everything that you're going through right now, while you're waiting, right? While we're waiting for this energy to come into our life, you know, we may not understand it until we are in this relationship and we look back and say, wow, you know, we were all in the same circle of friends and we didn't even know it. And somehow we came together, right? That's how God will work in this kind of a relationship. So I think the biggest challenge in this relationship is that you may have a workaholic. You may have a workaholic and somebody who's going to be very successful and is very determined to be successful. But you also have the potential of a marriage and children and somebody who's very loyal to you too. So I think this could be an amazing, amazing connection for you. So we're going to ask Spirit to send this your way. I want to thank Spirit for this reading. If you picked Group C, this reading is for you. Today we're asking Spirit, who is your next relationship? We want to know, is it new love coming, or is it even a reconciliation or a return of a soulmate and separation, something like that. So we're going to ask Spirit, you know, what is coming and anything about this relationship that we could anticipate, and anything that Spirit wants to share with us. So let's Let's pull some cards. We're going to do an in-depth love reading, and we want to know, what is my next relationship, Spirit? What is my next relationship? I have an oath. I have fragment. I have a vision. And I have beauty. Beautiful. All right, and this is the Star Tarot. So let's see what the tarot cards say. My next relationship, please, Spirit. What's coming? What is coming next for me, please, Spirit? I have an 8 of Swords. And I have a Prince of Wands. Okay, I have an oath. That's coming into me as an oath to myself. Okay, just the sense of, I'm going to defend myself. Okay, I'm going to defend myself. I'm not going to allow somebody to hurt me, because I have an 8 of Swords and I don't ever want to feel controlled or trapped ever again. So something has to have happened in your life that you felt like you were controlled, that your hands were tied, and now you want to fly like an eagle, right? Now you want to take off. So I feel like it's an oath to yourself. Prince of Wands, that I'm going to follow my own passions, my own desires. You know, I'm a magical unicorn. Look at me. All right. So I believe in butterflies and transformations and stars in the sky. So my Prince of Wands is filled with passions, filled with dreams, filled with desires. So I have this sense that, you know, something has happened where you have finally made a conclusion to yourself that, like, you're not going to take anything from anybody. You know, like, I'm not going to let somebody hurt me. Yeah, there's my 5 of Wands. I'm not going to allow it into my life. There we go. 5 of Swords. A battle, and then yeah, you have definitely want to make sure that, and this card reminds me of ghosting. It says fragment, but if you look at it, it's like a ghost. Okay, so you must have had experiences with, you know, being hurt. Okay, I don't want any drama in my life. I don't want any battles. I don't want a conflict in my life. I don't, you know, the energy that I want to bring into my life, I don't want any more of this, is how it's coming into me. All right, so Spirit is kind of just acknowledging that they're not bringing you that. All right, they're bringing you what you want, this vision and this beauty. They're bringing you love, loving energy. So some of you must have been hurt, and you just don't want to be hurt again, is how it's coming into you pretty clearly. There's my Success. There's my 3 of Cups. Here's my 4 of Cups. So my 3 of Cups is telling me I have a celebration coming. I'm going to be fulfilled. I'm happy. Me and my friends are hanging around toasting, okay? That I feel energized and happy. Everything that I wished for is coming true. And then my 4 of Cups in reverse is saying, you know what? I feel like my life is beginning. You know, I felt like I was stuck for a period of time there. I felt like I wasn't going anywhere. And now all of a sudden my 4 of Cups is bringing all this energy into my life. How beautiful. And there's my Queen of Pentacles. I filled with abundance, 2 of Wands, and I'm starting to see my future. I'm starting to see my future. It's almost this sense of a bullseye, right? This target feeling. So my Queen is filled with abundance. Filled with abundance. You know, I just have financial abundance flowing into me. Maybe I have a good job. I'm proud of myself. I'm doing the work, all of those things. So you are a beautiful queen. You have a lot to offer this person that's coming into your life. And Spirit has acknowledged that they're not bringing you somebody that is going to walk away from you, ghost you, come into your life, create all this drama, and then leave. Okay, they're going to bring you somebody that we're going to celebrate with that 3 of Cups. So let's see where they're going. Let's see what they've got for me, because this is fun. Let's see what they've got for me today. We want to know, Spirit, what's coming? I have magical moments coming. How beautiful. And I have faith. That's also coming into me as somebody that may be the same religion as you. Okay. Somebody that, again, that's feeling of somebody who's not going to walk away from you. All right. So you have somebody that's going to be faithful. And I have somebody, we're hopeful of this long love, right? Long lasting love. Beautiful. That's coming into me as a crush. Somebody that right out of the gate, I have this like immediate crush. And I'm just like thrilled to see them, thrilled to meet them. Wow, somebody that I want to spend my life with, that, you know, it's almost a sense of I see them and I'm like, you know what, that guy I would marry. I mean, that guy I would really want to spend my life with. It's my soulmate. Thank you, Spirit. I have my soulmate and somebody that I want to marry. How gorgeous. All right, let's see what they say about this guy. Let's see. We want to know. We want to know this next relationship, Spirit. Who is this? Who is this next relationship? Five of Pentacles. My Five of Pentacles is feeling insecure. You know, like I have a weight on my shoulders. I have a burden on my shoulders. Okay. So he may have something that he has to overcome right now. He may be out of work. Okay. He may have lost his job in the pandemic or for whatever circumstances, and he may be trying to get back on his feet, but it doesn't mean that he's not amazing. And it doesn't mean that he isn't going to be your future. So there's a sense of, I have to overcome something. He feels victimized or trapped by this energy right now. You know, it's a sense of, I don't have a lot to offer you for some, you know, reason, but I'm confident. There we go. I'm confident. This is temporary. The sense of, it's like a setback. That's how it's coming into me. Because my Six of Wands is, he's very confident. Okay. He has goals. He has ambitions. He's usually very successful. It's almost a sense of, because of these circumstances, this happened. So it's very understandable, the situation that he's in. So it's not something that you should be worried about. Okay. He does have worries and fears with my Nine of Swords. So initially you may hear, you know, he's not in a great place. He's struggling a little bit. It may turn you off initially. You may say, I don't want anything to do with you. But I think that what you're going to see is right through that. I think you're going to see the success in him. I think you're going to see the belief in him. They're saying the kindness. He's very kind, this person. There's my Three of Cups again. You're going to see the celebration, this emotional growth. Maybe he doesn't have a lot financially initially, but he's very emotionally connected to you. You know, like he's there for you. He's a good listener. He's very affectionate. And so initially you may just fall in love with him emotionally, and then you know that he's trying to repair some of these other areas of his life, which is okay, because he's such, they said kindness. I love that. 10 of Cups, emotional fulfillment. Yeah, this is the kind of guy that is 100% into you emotionally. Okay. Happy, blissful, holds your hand, kisses you, always has his arm around you, you know, very affectionate, loving words, they just said. So very fulfilling emotionally, just there for you emotionally, over and over and over again. Picks you up when you were down, they just said. How sweet. Beautiful. Okay, Magician. My Magician can do anything. He's going to pull himself out of this. Okay. My Magician has this inspiration. Now, I also feel like this person's very creative. Okay, I feel like he may be leaning on the side of like being an empathic person, like an old soul energy. So he's I feel like he taps into his creative side of himself. He's masculine, but I feel like he has a tendency to tap into his feminine energy, and you actually like it because it's a softer, kinder, gentler energy than what you maybe have been used to by somebody, ghosting you. He may have a tendency to with not necessarily withdraw, but he's perfectly happy being alone too. He may spend time alone. He may like to sit alone and read a book, or maybe he plays a guitar and goes and he plays by himself, or he likes to just play games on the computer by himself, something like that. So he does have a tendency to be, I'm not going to say a loner, but he doesn't mind being alone either, if that makes sense. Very strong. You respect him. He has a lot of self-respect. I do like that. He's very strong. Okay, so he's strong emotionally. Yeah, he's really there for you. My Two of Pentacles, he's very, he's got this burden on his back over here with this sense of kind of repairing some financial difficulty. So he is very good at kind of balancing things and juggling things and kind of making things happen. And putting out fires is how I feel. So that's actually a skill. Instead of sitting there and saying, what am I going to do? Woe is me. Actually taking action and doing something about it. So I do feel that he has a lot of ambitions. He has a lot of choices of the things that he can do. Okay, my Seven of Cups. It's almost like this sense of, like I said, he's very creative. So it's almost the sense of, well, I can do this, this, and this. I'm just trying to figure out what's going to be best. So I do feel like he's very capable in a lot of different areas. So I'm not really worried about him being a provider or anything like that. I just feel like he has to kind of get back up on his feet, which is fine. Queen of Pentacles. There's that stability. He wants to bring the stability into your life. Okay, so I do feel like he's going to be very nurturing. There's that kindness, that side of him that is, he's very caring. He's very loving. He's very gentle, they just said. So his personality is very, I don't know. He's just somebody that you could be with, that's somebody that you could be with for a long time because he is easy to live with, is how it's coming into me. Beautiful. Let's see what else they say. Got flying cards back here. Flying cards is always good. He's a gift. I feel like he's been a gift to you. Beautiful. I also feel like he is able to, I don't think he goes out and buys you things, but it's almost the sense of like he makes you things. I don't know if he makes you jewelry or little thing, I'm not sure what he's making you, but he's very creative. And I feel like he makes you things. I don't know what he's doing, but don't be surprised if this guy actually gives you something that he actually made, So that is how that came into me. He wants to plant roots with you. This is a sense of long-term commitment. That's how that came into me. He wants to plant roots with you. There's the success. He does see the success. He just needs to get back on his feet. Trust yourself. This is coming into me as trust your choice. Go with your heart, because initially you're not going to be able to check all the boxes. All right. You're not going to be able to say, he does this, 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 and this to your family, but you are going to be able to say he's kind, he's loving, he is affectionate, he talks to me. And I know he's going to get back on his feet, and because that's what you're really going to fall in love with. And so trust your own decision. Okay. Trust your own decision. I have a healing energy. You coming into his life is going to help him, get back on his feet and be proud of himself and to be able to move forward. Yeah, survive the storm. Yeah, there's that storm, but he's very adaptable. You know, it's coming in waves. It could be financial. Just, you know what, if he's having any kind of financial problems, it does come in waves. And you're just going to have to weather the storm. That's all. And you'll be able to see how he weathers the storm, and you'll believe in him is how I feel. I really do. Make a wish, manifestation. I feel like this is somebody that you have been waiting for. You've been asking Spirit to send you somebody that would be loving and kind and caring and affectionate. And this is this guy. This person's going to transform your life. He's transformational. He's going to transform your life. So that I love. This looks like keyboards to me. That came into me as like a piano keyboard. He may be a musician. He may have some kind of musical background. Let's see if they'll give me a sentence. Maybe I'll get some additional clues. Let's see. Let's see. Lots of stuff in this bucket. All right. Let's see if they'll give me some clues. Let's see. What's this? Is this a letter? This is a number 9. Could be September. Could be the 9th of the month. He's going to treat you like a princess. Look, you got 2 crowns. This guy's going to treat you like a princess. He's giving you 2 crowns. Perfume. Yeah, he just treats you special, like you're beautiful. You know, you smell good. You're beautiful. All that stuff. Here's X and a C, the letter C. I love the 2 crowns, the sense of, you know, just treating you extra special, you know, like just always, you're so important to him. Okay, I have letters. I have G, F, R, O, and so lots of letters. Let's see. Stop heart. Stop my heart. Nice. Stop my heart. My heart stopped. You know, almost the sense of my heart stopped as soon as I saw you. I love that. So I think he fell in love with you immediately. I do. I think that you know, I'm going to go with the emotion. You know, sometimes we fall in love with people because we're impressed. You know, we're impressed with their success. We're impressed with the lifestyle that they're leading. You know, we love we love these other things about them. But I think that what you're going to fall in love with this guy is the emotional connection. You know, just eliminate the material world for a moment, because you may not have that right away. You know, you may be watching Netflix, but that's okay. And because he's going to get back on his feet. But this guy's going to hold your hand in public. This guy's going to, you know, kiss you goodbye and hello and always hold you. I mean, he's very affectionate, very emotional. So if that's what you need, that is what he's going to give you. Do you need more? Do I need to hold you longer? You know, what is it that you need? He will do anything to make you happy, this man. I didn't mean to hurt you. If he ever says anything to you that's upsetting to you, he will be so apologetic. He will do whatever he can to make it better. There is a place, will you meet me there? That's that sense of, you know, like secret rendezvous and, you know, like, let's go to the park, you know, like, you know, we're going to just go and I'll meet you at the beach, you know, something like that. Cute. You are my destiny. Gorgeous. I love your smile. Yeah, he's going to be totally into you. You know, it's just going to be all affection. Let me be your wings. He's going to be very supportive emotionally. So if you're the type of person that you love to have that emotional support, you want to know somebody's there for you, that you come first, that he bend over backwards for you and give you the shirt off his back, this is this guy. All right. That is this energy. Now that I see you, everything is different. He's going to change his whole life just to bring you into it. Beautiful. You are mine. He wants to spend his life with you. He wants to spend his life with you. Okay. So I have no doubt in my mind this energy is somebody who is going to give you unconditional love and always be faithful and loyal to you. So I love this energy. He's just going to get back on his feet, but you're going to believe in him and you're going to help him get back on his feet. Is how I feel. So I want to thank Spirit for this reading. Beautiful. I want to thank you all for joining me in today's Pick a Card. If you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, ring the bell. I'd love for you to join my channel, follow along, join me one day in one of my live psychic live readings, and jump in the audience for a chance at a random free reading. So I hope you enjoyed your Pick a Card readings today, and we will see you all again soon. Bye-bye.